I cut these pieces with the saw. The first couple were too short. First one was just trying to cut it, and actually the saw couldn't get all the way down. It wasn't that it couldn't reach the bottom, but it couldn't go around the tubing and touch all the way down. So that leaves the last about 1 inch uncut, and you can just snap it off. I mean, that's on my saw. However you do it, just on my saw. It's like, so I put a piece of masonite under it, thinking that would raise it up, and instead I realized no, it's binding on the way down. Just so I can get around. It fits real nicely together now. That one on here, it comes off the gutter, and that one on the top of the drain out, which I'm going to mount kind of sideways. Sorry, I need my hand. And that'll be my drain out on this side. I can reach right into it without going into the thorny bushes. Then this other piece on here, like to the bottom, and make that curve out. The 90 goes out into the yard. And twist a little bit after you get on there and straighten it out. Right now it's just a rough fit to find out where I'm at in the overall process. So there, that looks pretty nice. I can get that up in there higher or lower as I want. Now it's pretty much a nice little unit. Say by itself, I'm going to have to bring this pipe a little bit more toward my right to mate this up. You see I'm off about 4 or 5 inches. It's all right here though, and it's all soft dirt, so it should come. That's the pipe that's actually going in there, the green pipe going underneath. I'll need one more coupling piece to go on the end of this, because I'm going to have a female end on the pipe and this is a female end on the pop-up, so I just need one more 4-inch piece and we're good to go. And here's the cover to the drain out. Back to this ABS that's buried here. It stops right there, and I'm sure it went under the driveway for convenience. I'm going to take off, I'm going to get this sharp tooth saw and take off about this much so it can help me get into mate my pipes here, and there'll still be enough there for somebody to use later on if they want it. And that way I can get one up under here without having to dig the second one first. I just need to get this in. It's starting to rain, and let's see how it works. So I'm going to put this plastic bag over the end of the pipe while I shove it up under there. They're hard to take apart once you put them together, but with rubber gloves and 6 arms, we got it apart. Hooray! 2 high fives, 3 high fives, and now I'm going to put a plastic bag over the end of this pipe so that when I shove it up under the dirt, and it won't run, it'll help it slide up through there, and it won't get any dirt running down into the pipe, just to start it off clean. It's a good idea. This giant root from the weeping mulberry is still in the way. I was hoping to get around it, but you can see it's a 4-inch rise over that root and then the rest, so it can't fit up to the drain pipe. I'm gonna have to take that out. As much as I last night said I didn't want to, I'm gonna have to do it in order to get through here, and the tree will survive. Just make a new root. It's just so big. It's like a taproot only sticking out. It should be okay. I don't have any choice. This is the main thing. I need to get under that sidewalk before the mud jacker comes. Now I can remove my bag, my protective cover, and not so I don't get dirt up in my pipe. Now, it doesn't have to be much. It just has to fit and snug. There's no glue required like that. That's in there. It's in there far enough, and that board will hold it up until I've filled with dirt and everything. Yeah. I think that's all done and fitted. It's only a little bit off right here. At any rate, the main thing is that it's in there. and come back and custom it out when we get the rest of it dug. Alright, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, now the rest of that pipe will kind of bend up again, as I said. After we join it, it'll start to rise a little bit. I'm not this high. It'll rise enough to slow it down a little bit so it's not sinking. It's going to be all done. Hooray. I'm waiting for water to come out of this drain now that I got the pipe laid. I'm thinking maybe I have too steep of an angle here at the end for the water to make it around that bend and out to here. It's looking pretty good so far. I'll get it all glued together and buried. It'll be all done. And you don't even have to think about it again. I think what I'm going to do is cut this one off short, right here where these major roots come in, and pop it right there where it says silver line. And that'll be enough of a slowdown. Here comes a little rain now. It's finally made it down the pipe. Usually use that expression as just an analogy.